And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas. We begin tonight with the clearest signs yet. America is making moves to reopen, but continued concerns about whether enough is being done to minimize the risks. Warm weather and easing of restrictions in all but 2 states, drawing large weekend crowds. These pictures from beaches in Los Angeles County, scenes that almost appear pre-pandemic. In New York City, take a look at this. Park police using a banner to show off what 6 feet of distance looks like. Customers lining up in close quarters there outside this bar in Cincinnati, Ohio. And this image from New Orleans, a table inside one restaurant separated from others by at least 6 feet. In Darlington, South Carolina, race day. NASCAR's first event back, but no fans in the stands and drivers having their temperatures taken on their way into the stadium. Several concrete steps forward as the U.S. death toll from the coronavirus approaches 90,000, with nearly 1.5 million confirmed cases here. It is a delicate new phase in the battle against COVID-19, with America balancing the reward of reopening with the potential risk to lives. We begin tonight with ABC's Trevor Ault in New York City.
Tonight, thousands of Americans converging in crowds at beaches and bars, scenes like this playing out across the country. And with many ignoring social distancing, the mayor of New York vowing to crack down.
We're not going to tolerate people starting to congregate. It's as simple as that. And if we have to shut places down, we will.
This weekend, the NYPD visiting thousands of businesses and public parks, carrying 6-foot banners, maneuvering through crowds.
I'm excited to see the world kind of move back. You know, we're never going to have the old normal. We'll have a new normal.
Tonight, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar discouraging reckless gatherings, but saying some level of irresponsible behavior is inevitable.
I think in any individual instance, you're going to see people doing things that are irresponsible. That's part of the freedom that we have here in America.
In California, at least 180 people now forced to self-quarantine after an infected person attended church services that were held in defiance of stay-at-home orders. And this weekend, thousands flocking to beaches in Los Angeles as they open for the first time in weeks. Many ignoring the ban on sunbathing, some not wearing masks, which are required when you're out of the water.
We're not going to get close to other people, so it's chill. It's chill, but I do wear masks where I need to.
California's governor highlighting how the process of reopening the economy is far more difficult than shutting it down.
The question is, how do you toggle back and make meaningful modifications to the stay-at-home order? And that's where we're now in this point of friction and a lot of frustration.
Ohio's governor struggling with that same balancing act. Cases in the state continue to plateau, but this weekend crowds flooded several outdoor bars in spite of restrictions.
This is really probably the most crucial time, the most dangerous time, because we are opening back up.
Florida continuing its reopening process tomorrow, welcoming back gyms, expanding restaurant capacity, and allowing vacation rentals, which are so vital to the economy, to once again host guests, though the governor says not everybody can visit.
If you tell me you're going to rent them out to people from New York City, I'm probably not going to approve that.
As the country peels back restrictions, Monday, Massachusetts will become the 49th state to start reopening. But tonight, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell warning of a long road to recovery.
This economy will recover. It may take a while. It may take a period of time. It could stretch through the end of next year. We really don't know.
Restaurant owners now telling researchers if this crisis lasts 6 months, they have about a 15% chance of survival. And businesses fighting to survive are adapting to the new normal. New Orleans nail salons taking customers with safety barriers and restaurants reopening with strict social distancing. Fishtails restaurant in Maryland going even further, rolling out new social distancing tables. And for the first time in 10 weeks, NASCAR is back without fans. Drivers getting their temperatures checked. The roar of the engines speeding around Darlington Raceway for the first time in 10 weeks.
All right, Trevor Ault joins us now from Manhattan's Upper East Side, where at times crowds have been gathering outside bars. Some bars in the city can't open to patrons, but they can serve to go. And as it gets later, police are seeing those crowds grow.
That's right, Tom. Over the past few nights, we have seen several concerning crowds gathering in many parts of New York City, including here in the Upper East Side. Now, I'm happy to tell you I traveled around huge sections of Manhattan today, and the overwhelming majority of people were social distancing and wearing masks when they were around other people. Now, right now, there don't appear to be crowds in the Upper East Side, but we'll have to see what happens tonight.